YouTube, what it do? Y'all saw the title of the video, man. I'm not gonna waste too much time. I'm finna jump straight into it. So coming in at number 10, we got Jarrett Allen. Now, Jarrett Allen has been very good this season. This season, he's averaging 17 and 10, and he's doing it on 70% shooting from the field. So he's really been good this year. And the Cavs have been very, very great this year. I believe they're third in the East. And a lot of that is due to what Jarrett Allen just brings. You know, he's a pretty good player. He kind of reminds me of DeAndre Jordan in his prime. They're very similar. But yeah, he comes in at number 10, one of the more underrated players in the league. Coming in at number 9, we got Jonas Valanciunas. So Jonas, even though like I said in previous videos, even though the Pelicans absolutely suck, Valanciunas, he's still been very good this season. He's putting up 19 and 12, and he's actually shooting 45% from 3. Earlier in the season, there was actually a point where he was leading the league in 3-point percentage. But yeah, even though the Pelicans are absolute dumpster fire, and they absolutely suck, but Valanciunas has been pretty good. He's been a bright spot for them. Moving on, coming in at number 8, we got Miles Turner. Now, Miles Turner, for a lot of his career, he's always been one of the better centers in the NBA. Just an all-around good player, you know. Solid shooter, decent in terms of putting the ball in the basket. But his impact is really felt on the defensive side of the ball, I feel like. Always been one of the better defenders in the league. It still blows my mind that he has yet to make an all-defensive team. He's clearly been one of the best defenders in the league for the past 3 to 4 years, in my opinion. And yeah, he comes in at number 8 on this list. Moving on to number 7. Coming in at number 7, we got DeAndre Ayton. Now, DeAndre Ayton, he was very, very good in the playoffs last year. That's when he really started to build a lot of buzz around his name. Because, you know, coming out of the 2018 draft, he was the first pick. But, you know, it seems like his whole career, he's just been overshadowed by Luka and Trey. So I feel like because of those two, I feel like he really goes under the radar. But he's a really solid player. You know, he's improved defensively. He's very athletic. He's really, really great at crashing the glass and grabbing boards. He's just a great rebounder. And yeah, he comes in at number 7 on this list. Moving on to number 6. Coming in at number 6, we got Domantas Sabonis. Now, Sabonis is really one of the best all-around players on this list. You know, this season, he's giving you about 18, 12, and 4. He's very consistent. He's not super flashy. He just shows up, goes to work, and he's consistent every single night. You know, he's not going to blow you away with any crazy highlight level moves or plays, but he's just very solid, you know. He has a great feel for the game. I kind of look at him as a mini Jokic, you feel what I'm saying? His game is very, very comparable to Jokic. That's why I kind of always call him like baby Jokic or Jokic like. A pretty great NBA player. And moving on to the top 5, coming in at number 5, we got Rudy Gobert. Now, Rudy Gobert, even he's one of the more hated players in the NBA, which it kind of sucks, you know. I still find it funny. Like, Anthony Edwards not too long ago was basically saying he doesn't fear Rudy Gobert when he goes to the basket, which is kind of funny to me, being that he's pretty much basically known and he's basically getting paid to protect the rim. But despite him not being very well respected, you can't deny a great player when you see one. You know, this season he's putting up 15 and 15. He's averaging 2.3 blocks. The Jazz are once again one of the top teams in the Western Conference. And a large part of that is due to Rudy Gobert's impact, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Moving on to number 4, we got Bam Adebayo. Now, Bam, he's been out as of recently. He's been injured. But this season, he's putting up about 19 and 10. You know, nothing too much to say about him. The past 2 or 3 years, he's really been one of the best centers in the NBA, and he's really established himself as a star-level player. And, you know, he's still young, so he has time to grow and definitely climb this list eventually. And then moving on to the top 3, which is pretty obvious who these 3 are. Number 3, we got Karl-Anthony Towns. Now, Karl-Anthony Towns, I'm not gonna lie, honestly, talent-wise, if we're going off pure talent, Cat might be the most talented player on this list offensively. You know, this season he's putting up 25, 9, and 4. And he's shooting 51% from the field, 43% from 3 on 6 attempts, and he's shooting 82% from the line. So he's just, in terms of the center position, one of the most gifted offensive players we've ever seen. You know, he's just kind of been in a bad situation for most of his career in Minnesota. You know, with Anthony Edwards being there, it's looking like they might have there might be some light on the end of the tunnel for them. But Cat is just a generational talent at the center position, and I feel like he doesn't get his respect all of the time amongst the best players in the league. Now, coming in at number 2, we got Joel Embiid. Now, I don't think much needs to be said about Embiid. One of the best players in the league. You know, for most of last season, he was front runner for MVP. This season, his efficiency is down a little bit. He's only shooting 45% from the field, but he's still giving you 25 and 11, along with 4 assists. Just an all-around great player. And coming in at number 1, to nobody's surprise, we got Nikola Jokic, the reigning MVP. This season, he's having one of the best seasons we've seen from a center in years. You know, he's averaging 26, 13, and 7 on 58% shooting. So those numbers are just a testament to how great he is. And even despite all of the injuries that the Nuggets have sustained with Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray, the fact that he's basically doing the best he can to keep them above water just shows the level of talent that he is. And he's really establishing himself as one of the most elite players in the NBA. And who knows, maybe one of the most elite players we've ever seen. Now, if you made it to the end of the video, man, I rock with you heavy. You know, I just want to say happy holidays to all of y'all. Merry Christmas. I got more content on the way, and we out here, man. Peace.